Good morning. It's Wednesday, September 9th, 2020 at 9 o'clock. We're in the Senator Hearing Room, 555 Court Street Northeast in Salem for our weekly Board of Commissioners meeting. We start the meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance, so please join. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Home. Just ready for the presentation.
After public comment, or after the presentation.
Okay.
After presentation.
You want me to take over?
Yep.
Sure. Okay. First up, we have Katrina Rothenberger with a COVID-19 update.
Nobody
we do
signed
not.
up.
Elise.
Nobody signed
We
up
have
for
Elisa.
public
Nobody
comment.
signed up for public comment. Good morning, Elisa.
Good morning, everyone. This is Elisa Zastopol, Deputy Incident Commander for the Marion County COVID-19 Incident Management
Could you bring that a
Team.
little closer? At least I
sorry.
can't hear you.
Is that better? So I'm Elisa, Deputy Incident Commander. I'm here in place of Katrina today because she is helping respond to the fire. The update for COVID-19 today is, as of September 9th at 8 o'clock, we have 4,084 cases. This number includes confirmed positive and presumptive cases. 3,905 have tested positive. 42,585 have tested negative. The weekly percent positivity rate for the prior week, which was through 8:30, was 8.1%, down from 9.3% and 10.4% in previous weeks. So this is a decreasing trend, and the bulk of our cases are still from Woodburn, Central, and Northeast Salem Brooks zip codes. The Highway 22 fires have had a significant impact on our COVID response, and we expect this to continue for a couple of weeks. Staffing on the incident management team has been reduced due to redeployment of 14 core staff to the Emergency Operations Center, and also to staff who needed to evacuate themselves or had to evacuate family members. So this is going to result in possibly reduced effectiveness for case investigation and contact tracing. We did request additional assistance in that from Oregon Health Authority yesterday. We may see a surge in cases due to Labor Day weekend and also due to evacuees who were unable to distance. The data dashboard may be affected. The person who updates it daily has been redeployed to EOC for the fire response. So this may mean some reports might not be made as frequently, or the dashboard might not be updated as frequently. And then also outreach may be limited as that staff has been redeployed. And some of our pop-up testing events we have canceled due to air quality issues. But that concludes my update.
Any questions?
Well, it's not a question, it's an observation, and you're kind of getting at it. The numbers of new cases, look, you see 18 and 20 versus the 50s just a week ago, so sounds good, and I hope that's true.
Yes, yes.
We got to wait for 10 days from
I
now
know.
and after Labor Day weekend and see how things spike or not spike. That would be really a key. But-
Yeah.
And we know your team right now is just
Stretch.
crisis after crisis. It was like, it almost feels like COVID was a warm-up.
Yes.
Thank you for all you're doing. Katrina's, I think, helping out with the fire stuff right now, too. So,
Yes.
wow.
All right.
Thank you, Elisa.
Thank you.
Okay.
Mr. Chair, I will move that we add amendment number 1 to room block grant rental agreement, adding to the consent agenda.
Second it.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Okay, that amendment is added to the consent agenda.
Okay, Mr. Chair. I believe that would be under Board of Commissioners. Under the consent calendar, we'll go ahead and add amendment number 1 to the room block rental agreement. Under Board of Commissioners, also approve an order revising administrative policy number 302, leave donation program and administrative policy 305, protected leave. Under Human Resources, approve the recommendation to adjust the pay grade upward and update classification number 501, licensed practical nurses LPN, and adjust the pay grade upward, update and retitle number 519 from safety and wellness coordinator to culture and engagement coordinator. Under Public Works, receive hearings officer's decision dismissal conditional use CU case number 20-025, North Santiam School District number 29.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion passes. Okay, thank you, Commissioner. First item under action, our Health and Human Services, Sydney Nestor is here. We will consider approval of amendment number 1 to the contract for services with locumtenens.com LLC to add $150,000 for a new contract total of $405,000 for temporary medical personnel through September 30th, 2021. Good morning, Sydney.
Hi, good morning. I'm Sydney Nestor. Sorry. I'll just pretend we'll just do a quick do-over. I'm Sydney Nestor, Behavioral Health Division Director for Marion County Health and Human Services. Our locum tenens contract is something that we use when we are unable to secure contracts for prescribers for our medical services programs. So we've primarily been using this locum tenens contract for child psychiatry for our children and youth outpatient programs. So we're just asking essentially to add some more money to that contract. We try not to use the contract, but youth and family prescribers are very, very hard to find in Oregon in general. So we rely on this contract to ensure that we have prescriber services.
Hey. And we've used them for 5 years, right? How has that been?
The relationship is easy in that we really just interact with locum tenens, and then locum tenens is the ones who secure the psychiatrist. They'll send us CVs for us to review, but really they do all of the management of the contract. So in that respect, it's really nice. It certainly is more expensive than if we're able to contract with a prescriber directly, but there are nice things about the contract for sure.
Any other question?
I don't either, so Chair will also make a motion. We do approve amendment number 1, a contract for services with Locum Tenens Company, or .com LLC, to add $150,000 for a new contract total of $405,000 for temporary medical personnel through September 30th, 2021.
I'll second the motion.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Aye. Motion passes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Sydney. Okay, next up, we have Troy Gregg. And we're going to consider approval for the contract for services with C&J Nurse Staffing LLC, the amount of $800,000 to provide nursing services to youth in the Marion County Juvenile Department through June 30th, 2023. Good morning, Troy.
Good morning. For the record, Troy Gregg, Marion County Juvenile Director. We are seeking approval for the amendment to the contract with C&J Nursing. They provide nursing for our detention youth, GAP youth, and then any emergent situations that may occur in AP as well. As you may or may not know, when kids come in to detention, they need to have a medical screening right off the bat and right away. And based on length of time, they may have medications or anything that's managed as well, but they manage both crisis situations, circumstances on campus, as well as maintaining the youth both in detention and the GAP programs. So, any questions?
Very good. And how long have we worked with this group?
At least through my tenure, so at least 3 years and a little bit beyond. I don't think it's been like 10 plus years, but I think we're probably looking at the 5 year range or so.
You're happy with their work?
And they've done a great job and are great partners with us and have managed through the COVID situation and any crises that have come up. They've done a real good job of adjusting and modifying as they've needed to.
Thank you. Any other questions for Troy?
No.
Good to see you back from vacation. Was
That's
it last
good.
week you came back?
Yeah, I was at the beach for a week before the fires decided to spring up, so.
Yeah, I got to go over to Juvenile and do some service awards, and
Yeah.
your people are doing such a great job, Troy. Thank you for your leadership.
Yeah, I appreciate it. My staff work very hard at what they do, so
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Chair, if we're ready, I'll go ahead and approve, ask that we approve it, the contract for services with C&J Nurse Staffing LLC in the amount of $800,000 to provide nursing services to the youth of Marion County Juvenile Department through June 30th, 2023.
Second it.
We have a motion, a second. Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Thank you.
Motion passes. Thank you, Troy. Okay. That concludes our agenda. I will read the calendar before we conclude our meeting. Today is Wednesday, September 9th, and we are in board session here in the Center Hearing Room. At 11 a.m., we have a Board of Commissioners policy meeting located in the Commissioners Boardroom on the 5th floor of this building. Thursday, that's tomorrow, September 10th, we have a Kaiser Marion County meeting at Sherry's Restaurant. That's 4998 River Road North in Kaiser. Thursday at 9 o'clock, that's September 10th, we have a work session. It's our quarterly roads and bridges work session located in the Commissioners Boardroom on the 5th floor of this building. On Thursday, September 10th at 1:30 in the afternoon, tomorrow, we have a work session, which is our 2021 benefit review, again located in the Commissioners Boardroom on the 5th floor of this building. On Monday, September 14th at 12:30 in the afternoon, we have an AOC Legislative Committee. That's a virtual meeting. Tuesday, September 15th at 8:30 in the morning, we have calendar review located in the Commissioners Boardroom. That's the 5th floor of this building. On Tuesday, September 15th at 9 in the morning, we have management update located in the Commissioners Boardroom on the 5th floor of this building. On Tuesday, September 15th at 2 in the afternoon, we have a Health and Human Services policy meeting located in the Commissioners Boardroom on the 5th floor of this building. And then Wednesday, September 16th at 9 in the morning, we will have board session again in this room, the Center Hearing Room. That's 555 Court Street Northeast in Salem. And then Wednesday, September 16th at 11 in the morning, we have a Board of Commissioners policy meeting located in the Commissioners Boardroom. That's the 5th floor of this building.
Mr. Chair,
Yeah, please.
I think we had scheduled a special meeting with Marion County stakeholders today at 1, and I think based on some other changes that have happened in the schedule, I think that's going to be moved to 3 o'clock, and it wasn't on our schedule
Thank you,
today.
Commissioner.
So just to make a note for the public, there will be and if Barb is watching, I think she's going to move it from 1 to 3 o'clock today. It's a special meeting with our stakeholders that we've been hosting for COVID updates, and we're going to use this time to do a fire emergency update with our stakeholders, other city councilors, mayors, et cetera.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Yep.
We probably won't have that policy meeting at 11 then either, but
That's right.
that changes.
That's right. So the
Right.
policy meeting will be canceled, and we'll have a stakeholders meeting at 3 o'clock, countywide stakeholders meeting instead. And that'll be on the telephone. Now-
And as we know, under a state of emergency, things can change minute by minute, so I hope people can be flexible.
And then following, directly after this, we're going to have a press availability, and we'll invite the sheriff up here for questions. So with that, we'll adjourn this meeting.